The Millionaire Mindset, 10 life-changing lessons for building quiet wealth. True wealth isn't loud. It doesn't show off. It doesn't need to. Real wealth is built in silence and sustained by the mind. Let me tell you something I wish I had known earlier. Wealth is not about how much you earn. It's about how you think, how you live, and how you choose. For years, I chased all the wrong things, until one book, The Millionaire Mind by Thomas J. Stanley, opened my eyes. That book didn't just show me how millionaires live, it taught me how they think. And today, I want to share with you the life lessons I've learned. Through that book and through my own quiet journey of building a life of purpose, peace, and prosperity. Number 1, the wealthy think differently. The first thing you have to understand is this. Real millionaires don't look the way you expect. They're not loud. They don't flaunt their bank balance on social media. In fact, many of them live in average neighborhoods, drive practical cars, and keep to themselves. Why? Because they're not chasing approval. They're chasing freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, the freedom to live life on their terms. That's what the Millionaire Mind is focused on. Not impressing the world, but building a life that doesn't need validation. Number 2, discipline is greater than genius. Let me be honest, I've never been the smartest guy in the room, but I've always been one of the most consistent. You don't have to be brilliant to build wealth. You need discipline. That's it. Stanley found that most millionaires were just regular people who lived below their means, saved early, avoided debt, and stuck with the basics. I budgeted every dollar. I tracked every expense. I didn't spend money to look rich. I invested money to be rich. Success doesn't come from talent. It comes from how you train your habits. Number 3, build with someone who shares your vision. This is one of the most important lessons I've learned. Who you build your life with matters. I've been blessed to have a partner who shares my values. We talk about our future. We make decisions together. We build together. Stanley's research showed that most millionaires had stable, communicative, and financially responsible relationships. Because wealth isn't just dollars, it's decisions. And those decisions get a lot easier when you're aligned with the person next to you. Find someone who sees the vision, shares the discipline, and walks the journey with you. 4, avoid debt like the plague. You know what debt is? It's a thief, a silent one. There was a time I thought credit was a tool, until I realized I was working for the bank instead of working for myself. Stanley's millionaires avoided consumer debt like the flu. They paid off their homes early, they drove used cars, they refused to pay interest just to impress strangers. Debt might make you look rich now, but it will keep you poor tomorrow. So be smart, be patient, let your money work for you, not against you. 5, education is your greatest asset. Even now I read every single day, not because I have to, but because learning keeps me sharp. One thing all millionaires had in common, they never stopped learning. They read books, they studied industries, they paid attention to their mistakes, and they listened more than they talked. You don't need a fancy degree to get ahead. You need curiosity, humility, and hunger for growth. Keep your mind open, and your net worth will follow. 6, time is your most valuable currency. If I could go back, I wouldn't chase more money. I'd protect my time better. Because here's the truth, money comes and goes, time doesn't. Stanley found that the wealthy guard their time. They say no often. They plan their days. They invest in tools and systems that buy back their freedom. You can always earn more dollars, but you'll never get back this hour, this day, this moment. Use your time like gold, because it's the only currency that never inflates. 7, mindset over lifestyle. I used to think wealth was about stuff, the watch, the car, the big house. But those are just props. The real prize is peace. Millionaires don't spend to impress. They live simply so they can invest deeply in themselves, their families, and their futures. Your life becomes so much lighter when you stop carrying the weight of other people's opinions. So here's the truth. The real millionaire life is invisible, but powerful. 8, build a life, not just a bank account. I meet young folks chasing money like it's the finish line. But what's the point of being rich if you're miserable? Stanley's research showed that millionaires prioritize structure, not splurging. They create rhythms. They build homes, not just houses. They focus on fulfillment, not just finance. I wake up with peace. I walk, I read, I work a little. Not because I need to, but because I love to. That's what wealth looks like when it's real. Simple, stable, joyful. 9. Character protects wealth. You can have all the money in the world and still lose it if you don't have character. I've seen people earn fast and lose faster because they lacked integrity, discipline, or emotional control. The millionaire mind stays humble. It listens. It stays grounded. It understands that what you become is more important than what you earn. When your character is strong, your wealth will have a foundation. And foundations, they don't crack under pressure. 10. Small steps, big results. Start where you are. Start small. But start. You don't need a miracle. You need momentum. When I began my journey, all I had was clarity and commitment. I wasn't chasing millions. I was chasing freedom. One smart decision at a time. Save what you can, learn every day, reflect often, and take consistent steps in the right direction. Wealth is built in silence, one choice at a time. Final thoughts. You don't need a different job. You don't need a bigger house. You don't need to be someone else. You need a different mindset. A mindset of purpose, of peace, of patience. The millionaire mind taught me that success isn't found in your bank account. It's found in how you think, live, and lead. And if I can do it quietly, slowly, without hype, you can too. If this message resonated with you, it means you're ready for more. Like this video to show your support. Subscribe for more quiet wisdom on building wealth, purpose, and peace. And comment below, what's one small step you'll take today toward your millionaire mindset? Remember, you don't need to look rich to be wealthy. You just need to think differently. Until next time, stay wise.